Thousands of New Yorkers witnessed this, but so far the only video that surfaced of the plane in the air in the moments before this crash was captured by a local TV crew in the Bronx. And joining me now is the reporter who shot that, New York One reporter Dean Meminger. Thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
Tell us how you captured this, first of all. Explain where you were and what made you realize this is not right, I need to start filming.
Well, I was leaving the Wildlife Conservation Society's Bronx Zoo on another story. I was stopped. I heard a loud boom. Some people said it was a bang, but it was a boom.
Do you think it's an overstatement to call it the miracle on the Hudson?
No way, because if I was on that plane, I would be calling it a miracle as well.
Dean Meminger from our affiliate station, New York One, is standing by outside Yankee Stadium for reaction in the Bronx. Dean, it's only been 9 years since the last World Series title for the Yankees, but that's a lifetime for them, isn't it? How are the fans reacting to this?
Oh, they are celebrating here in the Bronx and across New York City, Don. You know, fans have been waiting for this since 2000, as you said. And they say they planned it this way. They wanted to win a World Series championship here at home.
Our Dean Meminger was the only local TV reporter to speak with the former president one-on-one.
Is there a silver lining in this horrible tragedy?
Depends on how we respond to it.
We're inside the public hospital in the area of Himini in the Dominican Republic, not far from the Haitian border. And this is absolutely a disturbing scene, the amount of people who are injured here from last week's earthquake. As you look around, every bed has a patient with either a broken limb or cuts to their body, to their faces. Doctors are trying to get in here and help as many patients as possible. Well, right now we're headed out to the USNS Comfort. That's the Navy's floating hospital, and they will be taking Haitians there who desperately need medical care.
Some of the injuries that you see in this instance, you will never see anywhere else. Sir, this is a fully functional hospital at sea. We can do anything here on the ship.
How does it feel going into Yankee Stadium to deliver your message?
You know, it feels very humbling, very rewarding, you know, just feel very honored to be able to, you know, share hope with people and share good news and not come to try to beat people down.
Are you paying for the facility? How does that work out?
Right. We're paying for the facility. It's about $1.5 million to do the event for us. And so the tickets, even if we sell off 50,000, that would cover about half of the event. We have some sponsors that are helping us. My response, Dean, is that I feel like I'm doing what God's called me to do.
President Obama wants Americans to remember that Memorial Day isn't just about barbecuing or backyard parties, but a day to honor U.S. troops. In his weekly address, the president said while it's fitting for Americans to pay tribute every day, this special holiday has been set aside to salute the men and women of the armed forces.
On this day, we honor not just those who've worn this country's uniform, but the men and women who've died in its service.
BP's managing director hit the Sunday morning talk show circuit. Robert Dudley said the company is learning from its failed attempts and will apply those lessons moving forward. He said the relief wells are expected to be ready at the end of August, but in the meantime, containing the oil with a cap is the next best option. Hello everyone, I'm Dean Meminger.
And I'm Doris Quinones.
And welcome to BronxNet's coverage of the 18th annual Bronx Puerto Rican Day Parade. We are joined now by the Bronx Borough President, Adolfo Carrion. Well, ¿cómo estás, amigo?
Bien, Dean. I'm very happy to be here today. It's a wonderful day for the Bronx and for Puerto Ricans in the entire region.
I mean, a lot of people participating this year. This parade is continuing to grow right here in the Bronx. We're here with Mayor Bloomberg and Colin Powell on both sides of me. Unbelievable. What a way to ring in 2005. We're going to go with the mayor first because he says he's responsible for the beautiful weather that we're having. Your response to so many people here, the biggest party,
This is going to be a record crowd. The city is safer than it's ever been.
Native of Harlem, raised in the Bronx, lived in Queens, so this is my city.
How does it feel? Alone here in Times Square, you'll have close to 1 million people watching you. How does that feel?
That's going to scare me. Thank you.
Oh, God, I don't want to scare Lindsay.
No, it's an amazing feeling. It really is.
At 20 years old, he was one of the most wanted men in the city, wanted and considered very armed and very dangerous.
You're not going to step all over me and just think I'm just going to stand there and just accept it.
Now, for the first time in years, the infamous Larry Davis speaks out. In an interview inside the maximum security Sullivan Correctional Facility.
Joining me tonight to take your phone calls and emails is the reporter working the story all day for us here in the New York One newsroom, Dean Meminger. Dean, thanks for sticking around for us.
All right, John.
You interviewed some celebrities today, some folks who
Yeah, sure.
or just friends of Michael Jackson as well.
Sure.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, today I actually spent some time up at Kiss FM Radio and Hot 97, and they had the regular crew up there, but they also had Albie Shore there. A lot of people may remember him as an R&B singer back in the 90s, but produced many people as well.
You know, one of the sweetest, most kind, gentle individuals you ever want to meet. Miss Catherine is just, I mean,
It's going to be tough for her.
oh, come on, that's her baby. That's not Michael Jackson as we see him. That's her child.
I also saw you earlier in the newsroom talking to Ashanti.
Ashanti, yeah, she's on Broadway now with the play The Wiz, starring in The Wiz, and you know it was special to her because, of course, Michael Jackson played in a movie version of The Wiz. How hard is it for an artist to get ready for a show of this magnitude since he hadn't been performing?
Oh, I know it had to be immense. You know, just, you know, Mike's 50. He still had it, you know what I mean?
Dean Meminger, New York to Mali.
Right now, we're in the middle of a dirt road somewhere around the village of Gigini, according to the drivers. And for the second time, within 4 hours of leaving Bamako, one of the vans has another flat tire. In all, there were 5 flat tires at various points along the journey. One of the vans and its passengers were left behind for 2 hours because there were no more spare tires. Some used that time to pray and freshen up. We traveled on to a roadside village called Sebabugu. Amazingly here, they fixed flat tires. Spraying, wiping, disinfecting. Several work crews are hitting Mexico City's subway system this weekend. Right now I'm riding on the pink line of Mexico City's subway system, and although this is a confined area, well, there are many people that we are seeing who are not wearing their mask.